Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. This is now my 132nd video, I believe, that I have recorded nothing else since it all started. It just doesn't get old. It's crazy. It just does not get old. There's so many different nations and so many different situations and spells and ugh. And I can't wait for Dominion's Enhanced to come out, and then it'll never get old a second time. Anyways, last time we did M.A. Drasia, I believe, which was a necromancer nation, all undead, all horde of skeletons, just pretty easy, not too complicated to play. But, you know, I guess it fit the theme of just, here's a bunch of necromancers. They like to be necromancers. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna roll up another one, so let's do it. 4. Wow, that's a low one. That is EA Atlantis. We have definitely done that. Almost 100% certain. I'm almost 100% certain I've done EA Atlantis. Oh man, maybe I didn't know. We did EA. We've definitely not done this. Oh, maybe we did. I don't remember now. We've done. Oh, maybe we did. I have no. Like, you'd think on my list, once I did it, I would just like put a little mark. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's because I don't have. I didn't have the new sprites enabled. That's what's throwing me off. So it's like, it doesn't look familiar, but it sounds really familiar. I'm pretty sure we did. But these different sprites is like, what the fuck is this? Okay, so if we look now at the sprites we're accustomed to, yeah, okay, that's way different. Holy shit. Those are drastically different sprites. But yeah, we definitely did this with the Living Pillars, the Coral Guards, the Basalt Kings. Yeah, okay, we've done that. 62. Pythium Emerald Empire. That is M.A. Pythium. I do not believe that has been done. We did L.A. Pythium as like my 3rd game ever or something. But not M.A. Pythium. So we're going to do M.A. Pythium with Divinitas, of course. Because we like that. Maybe I should... Yeah, Divinitas is kind of all you need for changing things up. Okay. Great World. Let's do... you know what? Fuck it. Let's do a vanilla one. We don't do them that often. Do a vanilla one with small lakes. 80... No, we just did 86. 87. M.A. Not a Disciple game. And we are playing Pythium Emerald Empire. Okay, it's a splinter empire of the Great Empire of Urmor. Okay. So it's EA Urmor, but with hydras and stuff. Yeah, well, that's why we're playing with Divinitas, to really mix it up. So we got race of humans, legionnaires, serpent cataphracts, gladiators, and hydras. We get astral, air, water, some fire, a high magic gem income. 5 astral pearls per turn, 2 air, 1 water. I guess that's kind of high. Powerful priests, order limit +1. We start with fortified city. We get bog standard scouts. We do get assassins though. Okay. Like bog standard assassins. There's really nothing special about these guys at all. Assassin 1 and everything. So, unlike the last time we used assassins with whatever nation that was, Picta or whatever, I don't think these guys are going to be just getting... they're not going to have like high KD ratios. They're not going to get the nuke, so to speak. I think we'll be impressed if they get any kills. And it's mostly going to be like they catch someone sleeping. Or maybe drunk. Because they have decent attack, decent damage. And they can do poison. And they have 14 defense, so it's not abysmal. But yeah, I mean, we might just gear some up for fun. Centurion, 100 leadership. 18 map move is pretty good, considering he doesn't even have a horse. Serpent Lord actually has lower map move, if you can explain that one. And lower leadership. I don't know why you'd really make one of these. No, I have no idea. Emerald Lord. 18 protection, 18 defense. Yep. 100 leadership, yep. Okay. Legatus Legionis. Legatus, 150 leadership, yep. That is a good choice. Just make that. Battle Deacon, level 1 priest, sacred. That's it. Theurge Acolyte. Level 1 Astral, level 1 Holy, and they are Grand Communicants, which we don't really care about. Because it's literally... The only purpose this serves is for overcasting global spells in replace of spending extra gems. That's it. So, yeah. Theurge, 1 air, 1 water, 2 astral, 2 holy. They are old, however. Fortune Teller 5. And for what you get for 300 gold is kind of iffy. You're going to be forced into communions here. But you get big air and big water communions, so there's hope there. Hydra Tamers. They have a tight reign and Beastmaster +2. They are the only commanders capable of catching and training Hydras. But they don't have the summon ally thing, so I'm not sure if they can actually just recruit them or they're just meant to lead them in battle. They also only have leadership 10, which is kind of a bummer. But we can pretty easily get the crown of leadership if we want to give them 110 instead. Arch Theurge. Cap only. 2 air, 1 water, 3 astral, 3 holy. Fire, air, water, astral, and then another 10% for another one. They are also old. Fortune Teller 10. I think unaging is kind of mandatory here, really. All our mages are going to be old. It's annoying. Slinger. Basic bog standard slinger. Retiarius. They got the tridents. 22 damage is very high. And nets is very nice. And they still have 12 protection, 12 defense, 12 hit points. 14 morale. Not a bad little flanker. Gladiators. Get the flails, though, with the 2 attacks. It's even more damage, but their defense suffers quite a bit in response. So I'd probably still stick with Retiarius's. Velites, get the javelin and tower shields. And they kind of need the tower shields. They have 7 protection, but again, like... anything that has an attack value of, like, 8 to 15... which is going to be almost everything, on average is just going to hit the shield. And then it has to go through, like, probably 21 protection total. So if you think of it that way, they're a lot better. If you think of it that way. Yeah, alright. Alley Legionnaire. 14 protection, 14 defense, 8 speed, 10 morale. They get javelins, tower shields. They have the higher protection. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You are paying, you can get, resource-wise, you can get 2 of these for 1 of these. So it depends. If you're on sloth scales or something, Velite's not that bad of a choice compared to that. Hastatus also gets javelins, but they get short swords instead of spears, which means they get 15 defense, slightly higher morale. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably lean towards the spear on that one, in which case, you know, you may as well just go Velite. Hard to say. I mean, they do have 14 protection, 15 defense. Which is pretty good. Principes. Elite troops. 14 protection, 16 defense, 12 morale, 8 speed, javelins, short swords. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like, I guess they cost more recruitment points. You're not getting that much more out of it. It's just kind of a big jumble of similar units. Triariuses. Old age. 18 protection, 13 defense. Formation fighter too, though, so 4 to a square with length 4 spears is pretty nasty. But the old age thing would definitely bother me, because they already have -1 strength, -1 attack, -1 defense, +1 encumbrance, -5% HP, -5% combat speed, and -2 map move. And that's just going to stack up more and more. Emerald Guard. Your scales choice. 13 hit points, 18 protection, 16 defense, 14 morale, 6 speed, but 18 damage broadswords. And of course they get the tower shield, and they're not old. Yeah, I mean, if you got the scales, this is what you make, I would say. And throw in some standards here and there. Hydra Hatchlings. 25 hit points, size 4, 4 protection, but they have blunt and pierce resists. No slash. Pierce covers most things you're going to fight. Slash covers a lot of the rest. Blunt is pretty rare on independence. They do get regeneration 10%, but with that low of protection, it's not really going to do that much heavy lifting. And they have poison clouds, which is kind of annoying. Serpent Cataphracts, your cavalry option. It's not super fast at 16. But you do get access to big water, so... Yeah, but with communions, you're not really going to be throwing around... Quickness isn't that... Until you get the quickening. I said the quickening, like Highlander. Not really that viable. But you also get... Isn't there a nature? No, we don't get nature, do we? No nature. Anyways. They're not super big. They're smaller than normal horses. 18 protection, 16 defense on the rider, 12 morale. 15 damage light lances with a charge bonus. 4 parry shields. The mount is armored, so 19 protection, 28 hit points. Pretty good. Only 5 MR. And it's stupid, but it's a smart mount. Yeah, go figure. And it has a poisonous bite. Not bad. I mean, in lieu of other cavalry, it's not bad. Hydras, 1 per turn limited, 200 gold. 80 hit points, now you're talking. Size 9. 8 protection, 12 defense. 14 MR, 15 morale. With regen and a fear aura, blunt and pierce resistance, susceptible to fire 10. Recuperation, poison cloud 8, unsurroundable 4. They had 4 different attacks, all that do weak poison, and they have a great head for 16 damage, 15 poison. Now, I think early on in my career here, I looked up at some point multiple weapon attacks, And I think when I was looking it up, it was specifically where, like... it was specifically for this number of attacks. And that can only hit the same target. So you hit the same target. If they survive one, you hit another one, you throw a second attack out there, blah, blah, blah. And I think since then, I've just conflated that with having multiple weapons. And I thought all your weapons have to hit the same target as well. But that is not the case. This Hydra can hit 5 different targets in one round. Meaning that you have a creature with 5 different weapons, and Unsurroundable, and Poison Cloud, and Regen, and Pierce Resistance, and a Fear Aura. Now, if you imagine throwing, like, Mist Form and Quickness on this thing... Yeah. Now, granted, it has 3 Encumbrance. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 a round. And then if you put Quickness on it, you know, double that. That's 30 fatigue a round. It's not going to be able to last that many rounds without just passing out. So I think we wouldn't really want to throw Quickness on any of these guys until we can throw it on like 10 of them and just end shit, you know? But yeah, I don't see a reason why we'd ever not be making these every round of the game until the end of the game. As long as we can afford it. I mean, 200 gold is quite a lot. Battle Vestal, cap only, sacred. Cheap, 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 cheap. 9 hit points, 0 protection, 16 defense, 11 MR, 12 morale, 12 speed. They have a spear and a shield, no armor. Now, I believe these guys are spoken of in the same sentence as Flagellants. Another just, like, shit-ass sacred that people often try to make work and just don't work. Because you'd have to go pretty heavy on a Bless to make them even remotely viable. And even if you just gave them, like, Ethereal... It's like, okay, maybe they'll survive for a while. 16 defense, Ethereal is pretty good. But they don't do, like, any damage. So you'd have to go, like, Ethereal and Blood Surge. And it's like, is that worth it? I could just make Emerald Guard with scales, you know? So I'm not sure. And then Theurge Communicant. 1 per turn, Sacred Communion Slave. Oh, interesting. So we just had this kind of discussion with that one nation. Pictol, I believe, was... Yeah. That I had never seen it before, that having Sacred Communion Slaves. But here you go. This is where they took it from. I don't think it says viable. Well, yeah, it's kind of... It's a very similar statted unit, I suppose. Where you'd have to take, like, Undyne and Regen in order to benefit from the fact that they're sacred slaves. Because they don't share... They don't have any paths. So they are going to take a lot of fatigue. But considering how shitty the Battle Vestals are, that you may as well, I guess? Regen's kind of high. You could survive maybe with just Blood Bond. Or, Enchanted Blood. Undying Enchanted Blood might get you through it. Okay. Let's look at some national spells. Conjuration, Pride of Lions, generic. Angel of the Host, Lar, Angelic Choir, Harbinger, Heavenly Wrath, Angel of Fury. Okay. Maybe. Alteration, nothing. Evocation, nothing. Construction. We get a discount for Gloves of the Gladiator. Which, honestly, we're probably going to try and make at some point. Throw on an assassin, but it is 8 nature gems. It's not super cheap. But yeah, I mean, an assassin with like a Chithronic Lion Pelt and something like that is not bad. Much more viable than without it. I also get a discount on Hydra skin armor. That makes sense. 10% regen, 8 hit points, 15 poison resistance. Not bad. Getting regen on body armor is always nice. I mean, it's not the only way to get regen. Also, do we even have nature mages? Why do I get multiple nature discounts? I guess you can summon a Hamadryad with your pretender, and then you got nature mages, I suppose. Alright, a whole lot of not much on national stuff. Alright, let's glance at the guide for MA Pythium. Difficulty average. Strengths, cheap air and astral communions, good mage and thug summons, solid human troops, assassins, high gem income, teleporting, holy 3. Right, well, yeah, our big guys can teleport, and our holy 3 mages. Our weaknesses, we have expensive mages, low magic diversity, bad sacreds, and ranged units. Yep. So the communicants, awesome auto communion slave troops, expensive for a unit. Our infantry has great equipment and stats. Retiarius is awesome anti-elite and cavalry unit with high damage attack and defense negating net, but is likely to leave after battle. Oh. Well, that's lame. Hydras, okay, meat shield with poison cloud 8. Do not field with normal units, only those who are poison resistant, such as summons. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. And avoid battle vestals. Are sacreds. Well, the Hamadryads are immobile nature 3 mages. And the Lar, Conjuration 5, is water 1, earth 1, nature 2. Okay. Early game, hire mercenaries and recruit expansion parties of 15 to 20 Velites / Ally Legionnaires, holding fire closest. If you face harder enemies, buy Retiari against high protection / cavalry to net them down and stab them. They can take the brunt of the damage as they will despawn after a battle if they are wounded or kill an enemy. Oh, interesting. Smite communions. Oh. I never would have thought of that, because yeah, communions do boost your holy level as well, which allows you to get to holy 3 and cast the smite. Interesting. And then yeah, eventually we want Thunderstrike communions. Yeah, we're all about communions here. Okay. I mean, I'm fairly comfortable with that. Recommends the Harbinger, Conjuration 6 as our thugs. Which are Air 3, Holy 2. So they get access to Mist Form. And, yeah, obviously just... They can Cloud Trapeze, throw Vine Shield and Brand on them. Job done. Okay. Right. Well, then we're gonna pick our pretender. So we're just gonna press R. We're gonna press the random button, and that is gonna be the chassis that we get. We can customize everything else, but we're gonna go with whatever chassis we get. Here we go. Okay. We got the Immortal Gorgon. So he's Dominion 2, monster. So we're going to have Earth and Death. Which means if we want unaging, it's going to be a little pricey. He's got... This is from Divinitas? He has no special abilities whatsoever? Okay, well that's lame. Okay, well we don't want that. That's boring. I want special abilities. This is like basically playing normal with the Immortal Gorgon. I mean, yeah, it's got Dominion Mortality, but... And it also has Petrification. But it's kind of lame. We want something that's going to actually change the way we play the game. So we're going to go again. Okay, we got Ferryman. Here we go. This is what we're taking. So he's got... he's a Dominion 2 as well. Water and Death with Death Limit +1. Got Fear 5, Invulnerable 15. Cold resistant 15, poison resistant 25. He's undead. He can sail. He's got Spirit Sight, Death Power, Disease resistant, Dominion Monster Summoner, Affliction resistance, and Stygian Guide 75. Reduces the chance of anyone in the accompanying army being killed while traveling the Stygian paths. He can summon shades up to candles each month. Thrones within Dominion may summon 2d6 shades each month, 10% times candles chance. And after year 2, he will gain Stygian Fairy to cast Stygian Paths. Okay. It's probably not going to be as impactful as that Fire Pillar we got. But let's just look up Shades real quick. These things are ethereal. Spirit form, 10 hit points, 0 protection, 12 defense. They resist cold, poison. They have dark power 3. And steel strength for 10 damage. Which is 10 armor negating magic resistance negates damage. And then also does weaken as magic resistance negates. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think he's going to be super impactful. And then Stygian Fairy, which casts Stygian Paths. Let's look at that real quick. So it's a teleport. Well, it's like a gateway spell. So you take everyone within his army, everyone within his squads. Everyone using the Stygian Path risks injury or even death by poisoning, spirit attacks, or fates even worse. Stealthy units are less likely to be detected by the Guardians of the Underworld. Okay, seems kind of risky to be honest. But sure. So, yeah, we don't have to take this. 10 death is kind of high. I think we are going to go imprisoned, though. Which we probably do want... I mean, he's not really going to do that much for us, you know. So I think we do want to get at least unaging. I believe is nature. Yeah, it's nature 3 and magic 1. And then for scales, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I want the Emerald Guard? He didn't really mention the Emerald Guard at all. I wonder if it's new. Or if he just chose not to mention it. I would assume it's not new. It's not new. Emerald Guard. The solution to assassins, your main raiding unit along with Serpent Cataphracts when led by Thayer Jackalites. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I get why you'd want just, like... You can get, like, 3 Velites for 1 Emerald Guard. But I feel like 18 protection, 16 defense is kind of hard to pass up, even if they are slow. But yeah, we probably want... I mean, we could try to go dormant. We could take something like this and just go dormant. But yeah, I probably would have to take something like that. And it's like... Shades are okay. You know, he'll automatically summon... Like, in our capital, at least, he'll summon, like, 7 of them every turn. Which is kind of good. And he could lead them by himself, and he could lead them underwater, I think, because they are... Yeah, they're amphibious. So it would give us access to some water stuff pretty early. And if we can get a water throne, that's kind of nice. But he's not that good, right? It does come with 2d6 shades also at the start of every battle. So he's really just sort of a big thug. But he can cast Stygian Rain. Stygian Rains, Evocation 7. It's Death 3, Water 2, 2 Death Gems. Grants my entire army invulnerability 15. Which is kind of insane. It's kind of insane. But is it worth going dormant for? Well, getting in the water that, you know, frickin' 2 years ahead of time does get us a lot extra stuff. It's kind of nice. So I suppose so. Okay. So then, what else are we going to take for, like, our Communion Sacreds? Probably just more hit points, really. Yeah, I mean, not much else is really going to matter. So, bucket. It's a weak-ass bless. Alright, that's all we can do. Okay, it's kind of weird. Vinitus is always going to be a little weird, I think, when we do this random options. We're going to do standard settings. And let's just settle for 3. I'm not overly excited about this run. Because I feel like we've had a lot of just like, here's your Roman soldiers, and they do Roman soldier stuff. Here's your Communion Mages to do Communion Mage stuff. I mean, we do get to do some pretty big air stuff, and we don't often get to do that. But if you don't have big shock resistance, you can't really go overboard. Like, you can't cast, like, Wrathful Skies or something. because that's 15 armor negating shock damage. Right. So I still feel like we want a Hydra every turn, because eventually we can just have an army of Hydras. So I'm still interested in that. And then we can do some Emerald Guards. Now I could get 4 Emerald Guards, or we could get that many Velites, which is probably better early on. And then we want to get the Theurge, which are 300. I guess we'll just settle for this for now. Or I could get Assassins. I don't know if he really recommended Assassins much. Nah, sometimes he recommends Assassins for like early expansion, but not here. And it's true, like I said, I think they'll struggle a little bit. For research, what did he say? Build forts ASAP to recruit acolytes and theurges to research thaumaturgy 1 for smite communions. Alteration 1 for personal luck, because that used to be astral or air, one of the two, now it's glamour. And evocation 4 or 5 for thunderstrike communions. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, I think we probably just want evocation. Because if we can get Stygian Reigns, I think we basically just win. So, for now, just do that, even though probably not the best move. Okay. And I guess we will take on this. Easy enough. The odds of us having a water throne on this map with 3 small lakes is pretty slim. I almost clicked on the results there. Or watching. Well, I'm glad you spammed Sermon of Courage. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I mean, would would 3 or 4 Emerald Guards have made much of a difference? Probably not. So I think numbers were important there. We got Cornelius, the master of the games. His dream of fighting in the global arena deathmatch, will always compete there if possible. Comes with 2 gladiators, start of his side each battle. And he has increased protection, 17. 18 defense, 20 hit points. He is pretty nasty. He's got Hero's Blade and a magic sword, big damage, and skills of the gladiator, so he blinds, potentially, or just fucking kills you. Boy, if we could make him an assassin, he'd be doing the Lord's work. I don't know exactly what we want to do with him. He doesn't really have any leadership. I mean, he'll compete in the arena. That's cool. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we get him a Frostbrand and a Vine Shield or something, I mean, get him some better armor, like, yeah, he'll be a light thug. So for now, he's just patrolling. That is a big old frickin' throne. Marius Lorca, the hero, appeared at arcades. Okay, 200 leadership. Sure. 24 defense. Jesus. It's all these things that I can't equip for an age. For an age. Good. On Inkpot N, spreads deadly disease. Awesome. Alright. Now we're going to switch to Emerald Guards. Ooh, there's a throne right here. But Ulm is here. We don't like the Ulm. Yeah, it's going to be a tough throne to access. There's also one right here. Oh yeah, we should start site searching pretty quickly. Yep, you will start searching. I mean, Astral, I suppose we can already start arcane probing. Hog Knights. That could actually be kind of painful, I think. We'll see how it goes. Yep. Turns out it was painful. I wasn't wrong. We got another master of the games. What the hell? With increased defense, 20 defense. Oh man, I think we gotta like take some construction just to make something for these guys. Yeah, I mean even construction 1, we might get something for them. I can make enchanted shields at the very least. And enchanted helmets. I don't know if this is actually better for them. Not really. Well, the armor might be better. But I would bet the 3 of these guys with shields, especially with their free spawn in combat, probably could handle something. I don't know what. Skywatch Tower. Good, good, good. Also, we got Horse's Veil. Let's get Horse Brothers. We're up to +6 Astral Pearls a turn, which is pretty nice. And we should be about to get our Pretender. Overgrown Lake. Oh yeah, Nature Water. Nice, nice, nice. Do we find any nice... Not really. Meh. Here there's going to be Horticulturists, which are kind of okay. I think they can be 2 Earth. I don't think they can be 2 Nature. Yeah. So we could have done Battle Vestals with poison resistance and taken Hydras. But as it is, I think the Hydras kind of have to be on their own. But I think they might be able to handle these Barbarians. Or maybe I should send a Master of the Games, since we have 2. He's gonna die from poison, though. I don't know if we want to risk that. Well, he'll just sit in the back. He'll just, like, sit back here. I hate that I have to go through the fucking disease spot to get over there. But we will. And yeah, we're gonna want to get a fort probably right here. Yeah, that'll be a good, great spot. And then we're gonna want to take a throne relatively quickly if we can, so we can start getting more free spawn of shades. All right, let's see how it goes. Then mostly they use like mauls, right? So blunt resistance and regen should help quite a bit. Our god has arrived. Oh right, we have the Emerald Guard now. Okay. We lost none of them. Good. That's what I like to see. Yeah, that was pretty quick. How did that happen? What part of... Oh, because none means that he's I'm an idiot. I don't know why I would have risked him like that. Great. So now we just have a bunch sitting there. Alright, well, we'll get a Barbarian Chief. Okay, so probably right now he's just going to be researching and just free spawning stuff. But yeah, so we got this. Just thinking about these horticulturists as like for the hydras, 'cause they could cast some moss body, but they're undisciplined. The hydras. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's right. I'm supposed to have the hydra tamer. Okay. Construct palisades. There's some good throne action that direction. Alright, but I'm putting them over here. I'm just putting this here. Painted cave. Definitely lost at least... Yeah, we lost one, I think. Yeah, alright. I mean, it's one turn's worth, true, but... Damn your fire elementals. Killed 2 emerald guards. Think I'm happy with that? Okay, we might want to take this and get here. Or get here. We can get... I don't know. There's gonna be someone here, right? It's gotta be. But if we could take Shambhalak with the fucking 150 Amazon Nightmare Riders... We'd have connections on 3 thrones. 4 thrones. We only need 3, I said. So, you know. We can work our way that way. And hey, let's be nice to Ulm, because they're cool. Everyone loves Ulm. Yep. Yep, keep going. We need more forts set up. Where do we want a second fort? Oh, boy. Probably Fukan? Sort of form like a nice bulwark against Micklin over here. Something like that. Some theory like that. Ulm refused. Pegasus Riders, huh? Yeah, I don't care for that. Nah, don't be an idiot. Yeah, it's going all right. So yeah, we're really just bum rushing Stygian Reigns, which obviously is like he's the ferryman. You know, he's the fuck is his name? Something with a C. Karos, right? Charos, something like that. So he's the ferryman across the river Styx. So that's like his whole thing. He has death, water. He's meant to do Stygian Reigns for you. So we're just bum rushing that, and then I think we can kind of win on any throne, really, with our Emerald Guards and the Shades, because the Shades will benefit massively, like stupidly massively. And he doesn't have many Shades, but he's getting there. Okay, good. Good. And see, the Hydras are working out on their own. It's all good. Still want to be friends with Ulm. Good. We know what we're doing now. Well, I mean, 6G isn't that much of a bottleneck. This would be... not even there. There is no bottleneck here. I'm just building a fort here because I felt like it, apparently. I guess I could build one here as well. It's okay. We'd probably rather do it in Shepherd's Haven, though. Foul spawn, vine men, and druids. Let's do it. Give me a Legatus, a Legionnaire. Yep. So you can cast Stygian Paths now. I mean, I think he still has to... I'm pretty sure he still has to spend the gems. Yeah. And he probably should site search, because we don't have that many death gems. But we have a lot of pearls. I don't know. Giving up 30 research is a little iffy at the moment. Hey, Ulm accepted. Awesome. Yeah, 7 Emerald Guards on that one. Nice and simple, like. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to take any mages off because they're all researching, so it's all good. A little iffy. You got Amazons in there, you got heavy infantry in there, you got Onyx sorceresses that I think summon multiple elementals. I'm down to only 46 Emerald Guards. Guess we'll take Silbermark first. Micklin refused. We found a convent. We can get nuns. Nuns that have disease healer. Great. Big fan of nuns. Gosh, both of these are shit. Okay, I guess we're heading back. No, don't go that way. Yeah, I don't really want to build a fort anywhere but this stupid Florian spot. So I guess we hold off there. We're up to 40 shades. I don't believe there was any thrones in the water. Oh, down at Lake Doom. Well, we could Stygian path our way down there. Or, no, he's not stealthy, which is annoying. You'd have to Stygian path. I don't know what the range is on it. 10. Yeah, I could hop onto it. With all my shades. Except I'm not amphibious, so I have to get a ring of water breathing, but that's not that big of a deal. Well, it would be an easy throne, theoretically. Water ones usually are fairly easy. But I wouldn't do that until I have Stygian Rains anyways, and I don't think you can cast that underwater. Yeah, you cannot. So, yeah, probably not too viable. How are you not done with this? Jesus. We gotta get these rookie research point numbers up. Oh, I just lost a province. Don't you love that? When you don't get attacked or anything, you just lose it. Okay, well, go take it back. I guess we probably should put PD on everything, and thus begins my favorite part of the game. The process of throwing numbers around. Alright, construct a fortress. You construct a castle. You will attack. Good, good. And, good. I think we're all good. We're on evocation 6! Just like 8 or 9 more turns. Also, we need a lab here, by the way. No one wants to go over there and do that. Micklin refused again. Yeah, I don't think I really need much more land than this for money purposes. So I'm just gonna start building a palisade here. Yeah, we're just gonna start building a palisade there. Hey, Micklin, you want to be buddies? That would be cool. Yeah, not too long now. Micklin refused. Good, good, good. Strong numbers. Yeah, I feel like we just kind of sit here then and wait until we get Stygian skins and then take our 3 thrones and we're done. I mean, basic game, right? Can't imagine it not being simple. So I don't know. Just wait here for the moment. Starlit Pond, Skywatch Tower. People are dying in the swamp. Why are you living there? I don't know. You don't know. No one knows. 15? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really need to take any more territory. It just invites war. We don't need any wars to win this game. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. Waterfall, Garden of Furs and Flowers. And of course, Micklin refused again. I hate when they do this. Just annoys me. Alright, we're gonna get Evocation 7 this turn. Then we may as well get Thaumaturgy. And then Construction. Boom, 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 boom. That was a lot. Okay, well, we're ready. I mean, I guess I can take some mages along. Let's say we probably want like 8. We want 8 slaves to bump it up by 2 air to 3. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 masters. I think that's reasonable. You can do a lot more than that, but it's reasonable. Oh, so unaging just removes the old tag. 25 years, a century. Okay. So, right. So, yeah, okay. So basically, yeah, it just removes old tag from any sacred old people you have, which is pretty nice. Oh, also you need death gems. Whoops. What's up, Micklin? Why you being like this? Why you being like this, bud? Alright, so move in. Yeah, I think I can come back and finish that, so we'll do that. Yeah, not really fast or anything, but alright, we'll just divide them. Kind of do want them to take the first hits. And you are going to just cast Stygian Rains. And then at that point, I don't really care, but you may as well be conservative. And then we got a few communion slaves. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the masters. And they're just gonna spam Thunderstrike. They will also benefit from the 10 invulnerability. Alright. See how that goes. Micklin declared war and attacked us. Fucking hell, man. Tried to make friends with you the entire time, never did anything bad to you. Stygian Brains. Alright, so now our guys against mundane attacks have 26 protection. Good God. The Shades. Oh, they don't benefit from it. Fuck, that would have been so nice. Alright, well, if they die, I don't really care. Ooh, Ironbane. That's not great. Yep. That sort of sucked. That ended real fast. Now all these guards have rusty equipment. Ah, what a fuckface, man. Come on. I mean, obviously, I don't care about the territory, but eventually I'll care about this. Alright, I'm just gonna claim that. I'm gonna move everyone here. If he hits this, we can just, you know, beat him off. Beat him off. After construction 5. I don't think anything really matters at this point, to be honest. I mean, if I was hard pressed to pick something, you know, maybe just alteration so he could thug something. Well, he refused. Ooh, I kind of want to see this. This is all mage work. Communions, Thunderstrikes, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that thunder strike. Boom, boom. Yes. We look at some fatigue values. We've got, so this is a slave. He's got 48 fatigue. And if we find a master somewhere, this, 22 fatigue. That was a decent amount of, you know, thunder strikes happening. Not bad. Yeah, 26 kills. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, man. Well, I mean, if we throw down enough PD and keep requesting him to stop touching me, let's see why we can't move on. He refused, so he attacked twice again. Great, great, great. We defeated him again. We defeated him again. Maybe you could just stop, dude. How about that? That would be cool. I think we need a temple there. We need a temple there. Thrones and Dominion. No. It just has a 60% chance to spawn shades. He refused. Good. Good, good. Everything's good here. Good God. At this point, fuck it. Take way more. Why would I not? Thunderstrike spam. Not like I really care about research at this point. Yeah, I do want thrones here just because I'd like to do the last throne in my own dominion. Be kind of nice. Oh, the ferryman is doing nothing. Oh, well, he can search. Oh, you refused again. Go figure. I'm just going to keep asking. Eventually, you'll get the dice roll. Yep. I mean, it's eventually going to come in with like a doom stack, right? There's a monster boar. Backs. Deep forests. We lost a mage. And Henwood. Okay, well. That's fine. We're here. We're ready to rock. So they got wyverns. Keep that in mind. Let's do 2 more. No, we need more than that. 3, 4 more masters. The rest can be slaves. Yeah, so the wyverns are going to be dropping. But we're not holding. We're not doing any buffs or anything. So I think our mages should be relatively decently protected. You know, it's always a crapshoot. Those Alpha Strike flyers is just the mage's worst enemy, and we're not going to get Stygian Rains off by the time the wyverns hit. So it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, pretty much ready to go. See the second throne. Yes, I mean, if I'd looked over all these guys, maybe there'd be one with broken armor. Probably be more after this. Okay, that was like perfect kind of coverage for our mage line, or pretty as close as we were gonna get. And now the thunder strikes drop. Beautiful. Stygian Rain's almost overkill here. Lost 50 shades, but only 5 guards. The mage has got 116 fucking kills. Oh! That's mostly because it's counting the horses and the riders together, but still, amazing. That's the power of big air communions, man. When you just have so many mages. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much wrapped up here. Oh, wait a minute. We'll take a turn to claim. Okay. Well, enjoy that then, fella. Oh, what? You decided against that? What? What? This is all ready for you with a bow on it. Ooh, 19 guards died. 67 shades. Crazy. I imagine these sorceresses summoned some shit. We still got 129 kills. It's hard to say how much friendly fire there was. Onyx Amazons have been defeated. With her last breath, Priestess promised vengeance from her queen upon your followers. Blow it out your ass. Alright, let's take the last one. Soulless Amazon Long Dead Archer Light Infantry. Wouldn't be too bad. Final numbers here on the slaves. 112 fatigue. Yep, they were fatiguing out there. And the masters are sitting at 20, so they just keep casting, keep casting, keep casting. The longer the battle goes, the more likely you are to just kill slaves. Yeah, we lost that little one guy that only had one astral. He could not handle that. But the mages got 262 kills! Incredible. Ferryman got 40 himself. Somehow my Centurion... Oh, yeah, spamming is Smite. Yeah. Or Banishment, I suppose. The guards got 155 kills, and we lost 23 of them. Yeah, that's a big throne. That was a hefty throne. But... now, I really would love to see if we could just rerun that same fight without Stygian Reigns and see how much we lost then. Because we were in some extended melees there with, like, the Jade Maidens and stuff. So I'd be kind of curious. We lost Florian. Now, I could go and take Blackdale just to show that I could do 4. But I don't think we really need to. I mean, depending on the map, 4 could have been a lot harder than 3. But I think we'll just wrap this one up nice and quick with a little bow on it as we hit Alteration 7. There you go. Now, yeah, so here was a situation, and again, it's hard to say how impactful it was. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, you never know. I don't exactly know how things would have gone without it. But there was a situation where we said, okay, we're going to want Stygian Reigns. That is our sort of game-ending spell that will just win the throne battles and win for us. And we literally did nothing but research towards that. That's it. And we got it, and then we won, you know? And so, had I said, okay, well, maybe we wanted to remote site searching, and oh, maybe we want to summon, and oh, we should probably get some construction for some temporary gems, and we can gear up some assassins, you know, like blah, 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 blah. Or like, oh, we're going to have air mages so we could get big mist forms, or which, again, also, that was an alternate thing, is we could have done just one big army of mist cast, which is even better. But it, you know, it's just like, well, fuck all that. We're gonna get Stygian Reigns and we're gonna win, and that's it. It depends, because it's like Evocation 7 is your research target out the gate is kind of high. And if you get into an early war and you have no spells, I mean, we didn't have no spells, and if push come to shove, I could have just gotten Thaumaturgy 1, just thrown it in there at some point. And then we'd have Communions and we'd have Thunderstrike at, like, that was Evocation 4, I think. So, yeah, I mean, we still kind of had stuff along the way, and that's kind of my point often, is like, you'll get stuff along the way. Probably you can find some use out of. Because had I gone for, like, Alteration 8 or something, we still would have had Mist Form thrown in there. But yeah, I mean, those big battlefield-wide spells are kind of crazy. Invulnerability 15 on your entire army for 2 death gems is wild. And we didn't have any temp gem generators, which is normally how I always operate. But it's just like, throw 10 gems on one guy that can cast it, and that'll get you through like 5 big battles. So, yeah, I don't know. Pretty wild stuff. Now, yeah, I mean, it does, yeah, like I said, it kind of depends if you can just expand and do all your normal stuff, and you don't really require much magic, and all your mages are just going to be sitting there researching, and you got to get some other labs going to get more research going. But then once it's online, bada bing. Now, so yeah, MA Pythium. It's alright. I mean, again, like Divinitas, this wasn't the most impactful thing at all, but it was. I mean, you could have any pretender that has just death water and do exactly what we did. Like Divinitas really just had the shades for us, which wasn't that impactful. So yeah, I mean, mostly we just played MA Pythium. I don't think they're that bad. I mean, they have some solid troops. I really like the Emerald Guard. I think it's a pretty nice unit. I like heavy infantry. It's my go-to thing. Obviously they have shitty sacreds, so this is not your sacred nation if that's what you're looking for. But I don't mind that. And yeah, big air communions, big water communions lets you do some fun stuff. Because we could have done, you know, even if we didn't have any pretender event, like we had just had like an immobile, unteleportable thing for scales. Like with big water air communions, we could have eventually gotten Wave Warriors or Army of Mist for Mist form on all our units. I mean, that's also just a game ender. We could have gotten Quickening, Area Effect 9+. You know, that would probably be used on the Hydras, but that's the tricky thing is you probably want, if you're going to use Hydras, you probably want some big poison protection. You're probably going to want, what is it? Serpent's Blessing? Yeah. So if you can get 4 nature and cast Serpent's Blessing, it's poison resistance +5 on everybody. That would help a lot. Also, you could get army regeneration, which is similarly bonkers. And then you can just throw out, like, foul vapors or something. Yeah. You know. Also has the angels, which we didn't get into. We didn't really do much. We didn't do much. It was a quick game. 43 turns. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's it. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks around.